Hi, welcome to NAB 2017. We're here at the Audio Limited booth talking to Kish Patel. Kish, what do you have to show?
This year we've got, we're showing the new digital dual channel receiver for the first time. In fact, it's just hot off the press, if you like, from the R&D department.
Yeah.
So it's two of the singles units, but we've squeezed it into the same casing. So the only difference you'll notice is that you've actually got three cables coming out of the bottom adapter. If you use it with a 25-pin D-type adapter, it's still the same physical size and dimensions. And the big challenge was to squeeze in two true diversity receivers into the same casing. It's got now 224 megahertz switching bandwidth, so it covers a full UHF bandwidth from 470 to 694. Although I know in the US you're down limited to 608.
Yes.
In Europe that's still 694.
And so how do you manage to keep out of band interference?
We still have tracking filters in the units itself, so we don't have we have a wide front end with a very high IP3 performance, but we have digital tracking filters further down the chain. So you actually have 4 receiver channels with 2 true diversity receivers using maximal ratio combining diversity. So we actually combine the digital bit streams from both receivers to give you the best possible outcome of that.
And bit streams, it is a true digital transmission.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. We've designed our own proprietary modulation scheme on this because we looked at all the other schemes out there in the market, and we thought, well, it still didn't do 2 millisecond end-to-end delay at that time. That was always our target when we started this 12 years ago. So it was getting all of that and making sure that it all worked.
Analog lav in, analog signal out, 2 milliseconds end-to-end.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's been measured by independent people, it's not just us.
Yes.
So, and then of course we've got the ability to take that same receiver and plug it into a 1U rack frame.
Sure.
So you've got a very compact 8-channel rack, and with masthead powering, so for active antennas as well on the units. You've got analog digital output, and we will have very soon a Dante output module, which is an optional input.
Now, forgive me for asking this, but can other manufacturers' wireless receivers fit in this rack unit?
Probably is the right answer because we've made it SR6 compatible, and it's the same pinouts for the DC and audio outs. So from that perspective, yes, it is. We won't have the full control of other people's receivers.
Of course.
That's the penalty. But as a rack itself, with the broadband distribution amplifier with a high IP3 performance, it will do what people want it to do.
And just as an aside, for those that don't know, why is high IP3 important?
It's very important because digital systems require a very linear output stage on the transmitter.
Yes.
And of course, conversely, on the receiver, it needs a very linear input stage. Unlike FM analog, which relies on the knee of the distortion to create the FM modulation scheme, because you realize you're working on third order intermodulation, etc. With analog systems, that's the key difference. But with digital systems, it needs to be very linear so to minimize any distortion artifacts on the digital modulation scheme. And so if you get a very high IP3 performance amplifier at front end, it means even out-of-band signals have less of an impact on your input signals.
Got it. Excellent. When will these products be available?
We're looking at early fall. For this, I was just saying autumn, but fall.
Yes, no,
for both of these. But hopefully we'll be better than that. But I would say that's the very latest time frame for that.
Fantastic.
You're welcome.
Kish, thank you.
Thank you.